Chapter 24. The rear ambulance door slams in my face and I run round to the passenger side window. "Which hospital are you taking her to?" I yell frantically. "St. Andrews," says a stony-faced paramedic. "Can you contact her guardians or next of kin?" "If you let me in." "We already told you." Despite everything, I don't blame them. For all they know, I might have deliberately pushed Lily out onto the road. "Her parents' numbers are in her phone," I say, defeated. The paramedic asks something of his colleague in the back. "Yep, we got it," he tells me. Somehow, the phone had survived the accident. The ambulance takes off, leaving me dizzy and sick with shock. I turn back to the park and a crowd of terrified onlookers meets my eyes. The dark-skinned grapher is nowhere to be seen. Feeling helpless, I spot DJ and Spike a little distance away, huddled over the limp body of Oxy. I make my way towards them, and some police activity to my right catches my attention. I look over and see Kev arguing furiously with a bunch of cops as Tyler, handcuffed and bloody, is wrestled yelling and screaming into the back of a paddy wagon. The cop slams the back door on Tyler. Kev tries to make his way towards the vehicle, but a young constable pushes him back. Kev pauses for a moment, eyes ablaze. My heart jackknifes. I know the look. Quick as lightning, Kev belts the cop as hard as he can in the jaw. The cop's head snaps back and he hits the ground, out cold. The cop's colleagues pounce on Kev, and he's kicked, hit and cuffed before being dragged into another wagon nearby. This is bad. The rest of us need to get out of here before we all get picked up. Something snags my foot and I stumble forward. I glance back only to see that I've tripped on the white, bloody-soaked body of Scumface. He looks bad, real bad. There's no way to tell if he's alive or dead, if DJ has killed him in retribution. I continue on towards the others. No matter what, we have to protect DJ from the cops. If they get him, it's game over. What's going on? I started coming up beside DJ. "He's fucked, man," DJ says, pointing at Oxy, who's just beginning to wake up, as Spike sits beside him, nursing his lolling head. "There's no way he's going to be able to get out on his own. We'll have to carry him." Cheers and screams explode from the crowd behind us. I turn around to see Cupcakes and Dustin bolting as fast as they can across the grass, pursued by 4 cops. I watch in awe as they jump the low fence that marks the western edge of the park, dodge round a cop car that screeches to a halt in front of them, and jump into Dustin's car, which sits unguarded a little way down the street. The engine explodes into life and the two of them depart in a cloud of spinning tyres and smoke. Cupcakes hangs out the passenger side window, giving the cops the finger, as 3 cop cars take off in pursuit. "Fuck," DJ groans, shaking his head. He isn't wrong. We all have to get out of here, soon. In no time the cops will be heading our way, and it won't take a genius to work out the 4 of us have been involved in the fight. "Come on, help me," DJ insists, kneeling down and looping Oxy's arm round his shoulder. Together the 3 of us hoist him to his feet. The dazzling beam of a torch lights us up as the team of cops begins to move towards us. I'm still dizzy and disorientated, and I can't really comprehend where we're going. DJ is the most clear-headed of the 5 of us, and the only one with any sort of plan, even though all it is to find Lauren and Taylor and drive back to Spike's to lay low. We reach the park bench on the eastern side of the park to sit Oxy down to rest, while DJ goes off to call Lauren. As I stand there in the cold, images from the night flash through my mind. Robert slumped against the living room wall. Sarah sobbing, her face full of anguish. The gathering at Gemma's. Arriving at the park. Lily. And just like that, I know what I have to do. I have to get out of this park. Out of this suburb. I have to get to the hospital. I have to see Lily. "I gotta go," I tell Spike flatly. "Lily." Spike nods at me solemnly. "Will you be alright with these 2? I ask, nodding towards Oxy and DJ, who's out of earshot on his phone. "I'll manage," Spike smiles. "Lauren and Taylor should only be a few blocks away with the car. Can we drop you off at the hospital? Save you the walk?" I shake my head. "Too red hot," I say. "Plus, it's on the opposite side of town." "Don't worry," I say, clapping him on the shoulder. "I'm fine to get there on my own. Just promise me you'll make sure DJ gets away okay. He got Scumface pretty good with that blade." "Yeah, I saw." Blackjack grimaces, looking sadly towards DJ, a dark silhouette against the suburban background. "Sorry about your cuz too. Hope you all get back okay. I'll call you as soon as I can." Spike nods. "Bye, Jace." His eyes are clouded with concern. "Don't let anyone stop you from seeing her tonight. Nothing's more important than that." I bow my head in a silent thank you, signal goodbye to DJ with a wave, and then take off into the cold, dark night. I stagger through the hospital doors, drenched with sweat. The sky had opened when I was halfway to the hospital, and I don't know how long it's been since I left the guys, how many hours it's taken me to reach my destination, and I don't care. I'm here, and that's all that matters. My sneakers squeak as I limp towards reception to speak with the nurse on duty. The nurse is typing on her computer, oblivious, and I slam my hand down. Christ! She jumps up, startled. She looks ready to berate me, but then her expression changes to one of concern. How bad are your injuries? She asks. Are you feeling lightheaded or dizzy? Have you consumed any drugs or alcohol in the last 24 hours? I glance around confused, then realise how messed up I must look. I touch my face where the dark-skinned grapher punched me in the jaw and wince. Don't worry about me, I tell the nurse. That's not what I'm here for. I just need to see someone. She's just been admitted. The nurse fixes me with a hard stare. Are you sure? She challenges. You look like you've been through hell. If you just wait over in the sitting area, I can have a doctor take a look at you. No, I say forcefully. Please, I really need to see someone. It's urgent. She's just been admitted. She's in a bad way. The nurse looks me over again, distrust in her eyes. Cautiously, she sits back at her computer. Are you a friend or family? She asks, looking at me long and hard over her glasses. Family, I lie. She's my sister. She's been hurt really bad. I have to see her. I'm getting hysterical now. The nurse must see the urgency in my face because she sighs and places her hands on the keyboard. Name? Lily Evans. She's just been admitted to ICU, the nurse says calmly. Which way? I demand, my hands shaking uncontrollably. I can tell the nurse doesn't believe my story and is torn whether or not to tell me. We can only admit family to ICU. A hand clamps down on my shoulder and I jump, thinking it's security. I spin around and come face to face with George. Come on, son, he says through gritted teeth. Your sister's through here. And, to the shock and confusion of both the nurse and myself, George marches me past the receptionist and down the corridor. What the hell happened to you? He hisses angrily as he guides me through the maze of corridors. You were bloody lucky you came when you did, he continues. I only stepped out for a minute because I can't get any bloody reception in here and I had to organise a neighbour to take care of Jeffrey. He looks exhausted. His eyes are red and bloodshot from crying. He pauses for a moment, breathing heavily. You were with her, weren't you? I nod, not saying anything. He's silent for a while and then... Well, at least someone she loves was there when it happened. A wave of deep respect and gratitude breaks over me. Come on, he says as we turn another corner and reach the entrance of the ICU. This is it. All my stupidity, all my destructiveness. This is what it comes to. This is what I've done. The ICU is quiet. Funny, somewhere in my mind I thought there'd be lots of crying and groans of pain. George leads me over to a bench surrounded by plastic curtains and we step in. Lily is lying there, dressed in one of those ridiculous hospital robes. She's attached to an array of machines, but the sheets are pulled up over her shoulders, concealing the damage I know is there. I gaze at her face. Despite the accident and the pain and agony she must have suffered, her face is completely immaculate, without a single scratch or bruise. It's as though no act of violence can taint that radiating beauty. Something wells up inside me and I choke, unable to voice my distress at seeing her so helpless. In the corner, Diane sits, holding Lily's hand, talking to her, telling her it's all going to be okay. She looks up as I approach, but registers no surprise. She seems defeated. No accusation or blame crosses her face. Her hair is messy, her makeup is smudged with tear marks. She beckons me over and I sit down. She takes Lily's hand and places it in my own. Lily opens her eyes and mumbles something, but I can't hear. She tries again. Chase? Another wave of emotion hits me and hot tears spring into my eyes. Lily, I'm sorry. It's okay, Jace. She reaches up to touch my face. What happened to you? What do you mean? I ask confused. Your face. It's all messed up. She caresses the bruise on my jaw. Oh, I got knocked out, I say, and then grin stupidly as if it's funny. Don't you remember? Lily lets out a strained chuckle, then clutches her chest in pain. You're so stupid, Jace, she says, looking deep into my eyes. You know that, don't you? I choke a laugh as a tear rolls down my cheek and drips onto the floor. Are you okay? I ask, kissing her hand, clutching it in my own. Do you need me to get you anything? I hear the curtains behind me being pulled back and I glance around to see a grey-haired doctor standing there. "Mr. and Mrs. Evans?" he says gruffly. George and Diane both look up. "Yes?" "I need a word." He indicates to the hall. "Outside is best." Fear ripples through me as Diane and George get up and follow the doctor out. My grip tightens on Lily's hand. "Jason, I need to talk to you." "Whatever you need, just tell me." Lily smiles at me, then jolts, wincing with pain. "Are you alright?" I ask, jumping to my feet. "I'm fine. It's fine, Jace. I just need you to hear what I have to say." I sit back down, clutching her hand tightly, not letting go, trying for all it's worth to ignore the faint conversation Diane, George and the doctor are having in the background. "Jason, I love you," Lily continues, looking deep into my face. "You're beautiful and intelligent, but you can be such an idiot. And..." Lily is cut short by a coughing fit and clutches her side in pain. "Shit, Lily," I say tenderly, my heart breaking to see her like this. "Do you want me to go get help? The doctor's right outside. You're not all right." "No," Lily says firmly, her eyes pleading with me. "This'll be easier without anyone else." "Lily, I begin, but Lily cuts me off. "No, Jace," she says softly, stroking my hand with her thumb. Beyond the curtains, I hear Diane start to cry. "It's okay, Jason," Lily whispers. She tightens her grip on my hand as hot tears begin to stream down my face. I press my head into the pillow. I'm scared, more frightened and hopeless than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm helpless to do anything, helpless to help her. "Jason," she says, touching my forehead, causing me to look up. "Yeah, Lily," I say, my face soaked in tears, my brain numb. "You'll be okay, Jace. You have to believe that you're a good person. Don't be put off by where you've come from or the mates you hang out with. You're not who they are, Jason. Don't let anyone ever tell you different." Lily gasps in pain like she's been stabbed by a knife. I stand up. "I have to get help, Lily." "Stay, Jace." "Lily, please," I beg her. "Please don't do this to me. I need you." Lily sighs ruggedly. I can see she's in a seriously bad way. She's fighting desperately to stay awake, to stay alive, long enough for me to hear what she has to say. "Jason, listen," she says, her voice weak, every word an effort. "I need you to listen to what I'm going to say, and don't argue." I nod, choking back a sob. Lily takes a deep breath. "It's about Robert." I turn my head away, not wanting to hear what she's about to tell me. "Don't doubt him, Jace. He still cares about you, no matter what he does or says. He'll always love you." I hate him, Lily. You don't understand what he did to me, what he said to Sarah. Lily holds up her hand and I immediately stop. Everything in me wants to argue with her, tell her what Robert did less than 12 hours ago, but I know I can't. I know Lily is weak and doesn't have long, and right now I need to stop talking and listen. "Don't say that. Don't think like that, Jace. People are human. They make mistakes in life and fuck things up for themselves and those around them. He still loves you, Jace. And so do I." Lily closes her eyes, the machines attached to her start going ballistic. I panic at the shrill noise and stumble through the curtains as the doctor, Diane, George and 3 nurses shove past me and crowd around Lily's bed. I stagger out into the hall, my mind numb, yells and shouts echoing in my ears. I pause for a moment, letting the awful, horrific truth sink in, before I turn and run blindly through the hospital halls. In my heart I know Lily is gone, and now so am I.
If you're enjoying this book, please take the time to like, comment, share and follow. This helps me, the author, considerably and means I can keep producing content for free forever. Thank you and have an awesome day.